Hey guys, this is Aman Mittal welcoming you all to Daily News Nuts, an initiative of Prep Nuts. Today the date is 11th of June 2020 and we shall be seeing all the articles that are important from the exams perspective. आज near about 9 articles है हमारे पास from the Hindu and 1 article is there from Indian Express. In total we shall be seeing near about 10 articles. Coming on to the front page of the Hindu, there is a news that China reaches accord with India on LAC spat. This is again an update with respect to the ongoing India-China border tensions which have started now to ease down since the high-level political engagements between both the countries have taken place. So in this article, it is mentioned that China has also acknowledged about the easing down of the tensions on the border with India. तो कल हमने देखा था कि partial disengagement हो गया है at the LAC between the India and the Chinese troops, which is now acknowledged by the Chinese government or the China as well. But concerns still exist on the other regions of the LAC, especially on the eastern front where the standoff is there at the Nakula sector in Sikkim. And in the western sector, the easing down of the tension has only been observed at the Galwan Valley, whereas at the Pangong Tso, standoff is still witnessed. Pangong Tso or the Pangong Lake में India claim करता है its territory up to finger 6, but it patrols only up to finger 4. अभी जो standoff Pangong Tso पे observe किया जा रहा है, that is at the finger 4 region, which also is expected to be eased down as the high level military talks between India and China are ongoing, and China and India both have acknowledged that a peaceful resolution of the border dispute will be soon arrived at and the ongoing dispute will not be escalated into a conflict. To know more about the India-China dispute, you can refer our Cracked Nuts initiative. Moving on to the next article now. Gujarat pride grows as it now hosts 674 Gir lions. The population of the Asiatic lions in the Gir forest region has grown by almost 30% in the lion census 2020. तो lion census हर 5 साल में होता है and this time due to the lockdown the lion census was done only by the forest staff which did not involve the block counting method. The block counting method is used in the lion census to know about the number of Asiatic lions in the Gir forest region. In this method, census officials are stationed at water points as lions come to drink water once in 24 hours during the summers. लेकिन 2020 lion census में इस method को adopt नहीं किया गया है and the census has been done to the physical movement of the census officials to know about the number of the Asiatic lions. There is a short criticism about this census that it is not so transparent as it has not taken into account the participation of the non-governmental organizations and has totally relied upon the forest staff. To the Poonam Avlokan, that is the monthly in-house exercise of the forest department of the Gujarat. With respect to the Asiatic lions, we need to be aware about the CDV or the canine distemper virus which killed near about 30 lions in 2018 and was controlled only after the vaccines were imported in India. और इस साल summers में again एक disease आई है, that is the babesiosis, which has already killed near about 2 dozens of lions. तो ये दो diseases के बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए from the prelims perspective which are killing or affecting the lions in the Gir forest region in India. थोड़ा सा हम Gir forest national park के बारे में भी यहाँ पे जान लेते हैं that it is the only natural habitat which houses the Asiatic lions. It has a dry scrub and dry deciduous forest vegetation and major rivers passing through the Gir forest region are Hiran, शितरुंजी एंड द शिंगोड़ा. यहाँ पे एक कम्युनिटी भी काफी फेमस है दैट इज द मलधारीज एंड आर एक्टिवली इन्वॉल्व्ड इन द कंजर्वेशन ऑफ द एशियाटिक लायंस थ्रू देयर कम्युनिटी पार्टिसिपेशन. सो दिस वाज अ ब्रीफ इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द एशियाटिक लायंस, अबाउट द लायन सेंसस ऑफ 2020 and also about the diseases affecting the lions in the Gir forest region. Now we shall move on to our next article. Kashish Queer Film Festival to be held online this year. So इस आर्टिकल से बस आपको एक ही चीज पिक करनी है, that is the Kashish Mumbai International Queer Film Festival, which empowers the entire LGBTQIA community by mainstreaming their rights, problems which needs to be discussed for the future evolution of the entire LGBTQIA community. This is the biggest queer film festival in the South Asia. So whenever you talk or write about the empowerment of the LGBTQIA community, you should mention about this Kashish festival, which further needs to be mainstreamed for an effective empowerment of the entire LGBTQIA community. Let us move on to our next article. There are two important articles on the editorial page today, but we won't be discussing either of them because the first one, that is an unraveling of the group of seven, has already been covered by us on the Cracknets initiative, which gives you a detailed analysis of the group 7, that is G7, where the basics of the G7, reforms required for the G7, and also about the relevance of G7 has been discussed in detail. Also, we have tried to study G7 in light of G20, as no answer on G7 is complete unless and until you mention about G20 and compare it with the G7. तो इस आर्टिकल को आप क्विक रिवीजन के लिए रीड कर सकते हैं, and if you want to know in detail about it, you can refer our Cracknets video. The second article out here is needed a transfusion for public healthcare. This article does not have many points about the public healthcare system, and again it requires only a quick reading so that you get to know about the basic problems and reforms required in the public healthcare system of India. ये आर्टिकल क्योंकि सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी है, यहाँ से ज्यादा पॉइंट्स नहीं निकलते हैं, तो हम इसे डिस्कस यहाँ पे नहीं करेंगे. Now let us move on to our next article. China disregarding historic commitments on Nakula. इस आर्टिकल में बात हुई है अबाउट द इंडिया चाइना टेंशंस ऑन द ईस्टर्न फ्रंट ऑफ द LAC, दैट इज इन द नकुला सेक्टर, which is located in the Sikkim state of India. It gives us a new point that China is opening up a front in Sikkim just because of the ambiguous official position of the boundary. नकुला सेक्टर में जो भी disputes हैं वो इंडिया के एंड से settled है because of the Sikkim Tibet Convention of 1890 and 2003 meeting which was held between the then Prime Minister of India and the Premier of the China, wherein the maps were exchanged and India recognized Tibetan Autonomous Region as part of China, and in exchange China recognized Sikkim as a state of the Indian Union. So despite having such a categorical agreement on the Sikkim region between India and China, if we still are seeing a standoff at the Nakula sector, then definitely it has a larger picture behind it, which is manifestation of the China's assertive attitude through which it is trying to attempt a new claim onto the Indian territory. So this is the only new point that you will get from this article, and you can probably use it as an example whenever you write about the China's assertive attitude towards India. Let us move on to our next article. US report takes note of CAA and NRC. तो यूएस स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट ने इंटरनेशनल रिलीजियस फ्रीडम रिपोर्ट रिलीज करी है, दैट इज द IRF रिपोर्ट ऑफ द यूएस, व्हिच हैज टेकन नोट ऑफ सर्टेन डेवलपमेंट्स इन द पास्ट फ्यू इयर्स, इंक्लूडिंग द आर्टिकल 370 व्हिच चेंज्ड द स्टेटस ऑफ द जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट, नेशनल रजिस्टर ऑफ सिटीजंस, increased mob lynchings in India since 2014, and also about the cow vigilantism. So all these concerns were raised in the report of the USCIRF, that is the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, which is an independent bipartisan US federal state commission formed through the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998 to defend the universal right of freedom of religion abroad. तो USCIRF ने अप्रैल में ये रिकमेंड किया था कि इंडिया के स्टेटस को डाउनग्रेड किया जाए टू द कंट्री ऑफ पर्टिकुलर कंसर्न, विच इज द लोएस्ट ग्रेड ऑफ द USCIRF, एंड ऐसा पहली बार हुआ आफ्टर 2004. सो इट रिकमेंडेड India to be put along countries like China, North Korea and the Saudi Arabia on the matters of the religious freedom. तो USCIRF की रिपोर्ट को कंसिडर करते हुए now US State Department has just taken note of all the concerns and has not yet decided to degrade or downgrade the status of the India to CPC or the country of particular concern. USCIRF is only an advisory or the consultative body. It just gives the recommendations which may or may not be accepted by the US President. But after the release of the IRF report by the US State Department, the decision has to be taken within the 90 days. So in the coming days, you definitely will get to know about the status of the India, and also you should add one more point, that is the India's response to the USCIRF report released in the April, which was termed as biased and tendencious by the Ministry of External Affairs of India, and it called the USCIRF an organization of particular concern. Let us move on to our next article. new guidelines for import of exotic species. तो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरमेंट फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज दैट इज MOEFCC ने नई गाइडलाइंस रिलीज करी हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द इंपोर्ट ऑफ एक्सोटिक लाइव स्पीशीज, जिसमें यह बोला गया है कि वॉलंटरी डिस्क्लोजर करना पड़ेगा whosoever is importing the exotic live species mentioned under the CITES or the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species. So this has been done because of the rise in concern with respect to the illegal wildlife trade and the zoonotic diseases, adverse consequences of which we are facing at present in the form of coronavirus. So this is again a small step taken by the government of India so as to prevent future occurrence of the zoonotic diseases in India. Now let us move on to our next article. S&P affirms India's rating outlook. हमने रिसेंटली देखा था कि मोदी ने इंडिया की रेटिंग्स को डाउनग्रेड कर दिया है टू दी Baa3 फ्रॉम Baa2, which is the lowest investment grade just above the junk grade. And now the another international rating agency, that is Standard and Poor, has kept India on the BBB negative rating, which is again the lowest investment grade ऑफ द S&P. बट यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस है बिटवीन बोथ द रेटिंग्स. S&P ने इंडिया का आउटलुक स्टेबल शो किया है, वेयर एज मूडी ने इंडिया का आउटलुक नेगेटिव शो किया है. ऑल्सो मूडीज रेटिंग डिड नॉट इंक्लूड द इफेक्ट ऑफ द कोरोना वायरस एंड द लॉकडाउन इनटू इट्स असेसमेंट, whereas Standard and Poor has included that in its assessment. S&P is optimistic with respect to the future economic growth of India only if announced structural reforms are implemented in an effective and efficient manner. It has also acknowledged India's structural trends, its healthy demography, competitive unit labor cost, and the favorable corporate tax regime which is supportive of the manufacturing firms. तो यहाँ से आपको S&P के बारे में नहीं जानना है, आपको मूडी के बारे में भी नहीं जानना है. You just need to know all these things so that you can substantiate yourself whenever you speak or write about the India's present and future economic outlook. Now let us quickly see our last article from the Indian Express. GM Seeds, the debate and a sowing agitation. एक फार्मर्स की यूनियन है दैट इज द शेतकरी संगठन विच इज ऑफ महाराष्ट्र. उसने ये अनाउंस किया है कि वो जीएम क्रॉप्स का कल्टीवेशन करेगा डिस्पाइट जीएम क्रॉप्स बीइंग बैन इन इंडिया एक्सेप्ट द जीएम कॉटन. तो उसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट में ये आर्टिकल आया है यहाँ पे विच गिव्स यू बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द जीएम क्रॉप्स एंड अबाउट इट्स स्टेटस इन इंडिया. सो व्हाट इज जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन? इट इज बेसिकली मैनिपुलेशन ऑफ द प्लांट जीन्स यूजिंग द बायोटेक्नोलॉजी. तो एलियन जीन्स को इंट्रोड्यूस किया जाता है इनटू द प्लांट जीन्स एंड सच एलियन जीन्स कैन बी टेकन फ्रॉम प्लांट, एनिमल और इवन द सॉइल बैक्टीरियम एंड इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द कन्वेंशनल प्लांट ब्रीडिंग एज नो एलियन जीन्स आर यूज्ड देयर एंड कन्वेंशनल प्लांट ब्रीडिंग टोटली रिलाइज अपॉन द क्रॉसिंग ऑफ स्पीशीज यूजिंग द सेम जीनस ऑफ द प्लांट्स. तो यहाँ पे बायोटेक्नोलॉजी का यूज करके प्लांट के जीन्स को मॉडिफाई किया जाता है टू गिव द डिजायर्ड रिजल्ट्स एंड दिस इज हाउ जेनेटिक मॉडिफिकेशन इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द कन्वेंशनल प्लांट ब्रीडिंग. इंडिया में सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ही जीएम क्रॉप अभी अलाउड है दैट इज द बीटी कॉटन व्हिच हैज टू एलियन जीन्स टू प्रोटेक्ट इट फ्रॉम अ पेस्ट दैट इज द पिंक बॉलवर्म व्हिच अफेक्ट्स द कॉटन. द सेकंड जीएम क्रॉप वेयर एक्सटेंसिव फील्ड ट्रायल्स हैव ऑलरेडी टेकन प्लेस इन इंडिया, लेकिन उसको जेनेटिक इंजीनियरिंग अप्रेजल कमिटी दैट इज GEAC व्हिच इज द अपेक्स बॉडी दैट अलाउज फॉर द कमर्शियल रिलीज ऑफ जीएम क्रॉप्स इन इंडिया, उसने कमर्शियल क्रॉपिंग ऑफ बीटी ब्रिंजल की परमिशन नहीं दी है एंड द एलियन जीन इन बीटी ब्रिंजल प्रोटेक्ट्स इट फ्रॉम द फ्रूट एंड शूट बोरर. इंडिया में उन्हीं बीटी क्रॉप्स का कल्टीवेशन अलाउड है जिनको GEAC ने अप्रूवल दिया है फॉर देयर कमर्शियल रिलीज. इफ एनी अनअप्रूव्ड जीएम वेरिएंट इज यूज्ड इन इंडिया दैट कैन अट्रैक्ट अ पेनल्टी इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ इम्प्रिजनमेंट एंड फाइन अंडर द एनवायरमेंटल प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट ऑफ 1989. लेकिन इतने स्ट्रिक्ट प्रोविजंस होने के बावजूद ये ऑब्जर्व किया गया है दैट अनऑथराइज्ड क्रॉप्स आर वाइडली यूज्ड इन इंडिया. द मेजर क्रिटिसिज्म of the GM crops and the major reason because of which GEAC is not allowing the commercial release of the GM crops is that the lasting effects of GM crops is yet to be studied. According to the environmental experts, genetically modified crops को अगर हम अपने डाइट का एक पार्ट बना लेंगे that can harm us in a long run because studies have not yet concluded it safe and healthy to eat. But worldwide काफी सारे GM crops like maize, brinjal, mustard, कॉटन एंड सोयाबीन ऑलरेडी कल्टीवेट किए जाते हैं एंड अनविटिंगली वी कंज्यूम देम as they have an indirect access through imports. तो genetically modified crops और genetically modified seeds के क्योंकि बहुत सारे benefits हैं, they all are modified to give desired results. वो mostly pest resistant होते हैं, they have higher productivity and most of them are climate resilient. तो ये सारे benefits के कारण शेतकारी संगठन ने ये अनाउंस किया कि वो इस साल GM crops like maize, cotton, सोयाबीन, ब्रिंजल को महाराष्ट्र में प्रोड्यूस करेगा despite they being banned by the GEAC of India. So you must give this article a careful reading. Also jot down additional information that we have discussed here. This being the last article of the day, guys, we shall wrap up the daily news notes of the day. Please post your doubts, suggestions, queries in the comment section below. Keep learning, guys. Thank you.